Yeah. Lizard.
Yo, man.
Never trust these spaces, the racks on the camouflage bells.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from the Steel City. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 26-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. Here's a first down for their running back. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On the toss, they'll run. They'll take this forward for about 5. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, going right. 2nd down, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Jackson going to keep it himself, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got his man at the 6. touchdown. They mark them just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Jackson now on second down. Out to his right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 29, here's second down and 4. Here we go. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. On the go.
Third down and 4.
Let's go now. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down. They wind up with a gain of 8 on third and 4.
I think this is one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys, run it up the middle on third and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his first touchdown of the new year. On is Luke to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens move out on top. 14-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Moving to his right. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
He's forced out of
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Third and 11.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll come up here first and 10.
First and 10 at the
Here we go.
50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On third down, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his third touchdown catch this year. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
18 Rattler. Come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moving left. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The Steelers
A pickup of around 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Ready?
Back to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Ready, ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Ready, ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. On the run to the right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. First and 10, Jackson. Now he'll air one out. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Ravens. That gains an even 60 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this just shows how special he can be. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Again, it's Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live to the next down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 26-yard line.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Okay, ready.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line, a pickup of 7.
It's a gain
Here's
of 8.
2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
At the 32-yard
He'll
line.
look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing now from the gun. Forced to his right. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, the defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Let's go, 80.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
I'm already.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wanna quit?
Here comes 2nd and 4. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Give them what they asked for. Not enough.
He'll get this out wide. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
60, trap 60. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 5.
28-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
And he will go all the way. DeAndre Lambert-Smith, touchdown Steelers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
So with these RPOs, Mike, it really just comes down to trusting your quarterback to make split-second decisions and make the right read. And if you don't, you kind of just waste the down, and that's what we saw here.
He'll take this in back at the 16. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Get it.
Hill drops to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Ready, break. 19 tight. Nice. Come on. Set. 60. Dragon 60. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion. Tom, left side, caught by his running back. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Steelers first down.
Seven Pirates.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
Back to the air one more time. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here we go. One final play. Forced out left. And he kept that play alive as long as he could. But the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0.